We are back. We are back. Welcome to Arsenal Precinct. And Arsenal Sport is here. Guys, as you get into the channel, make sure you stick a like on the video, subscribe
Yeah.
and then subscribe, and make sure your notification bells are turned on. How you doing, Charlie?
I'm good, my brother. Omo, what they go on, Charlie?
We are here to talk
In my
Arsenal.
language, say minian. What they
Mania.
go on? What's up?
We are here to
Minian.
talk our lovely Arsenal and more.
Yeah.
So, where do we start from? Should we start from the ESPN ratings of Arteta?
Yeah, I think so. And because I have some few questions I need to ask you.
Okay, that's interesting. Because when I saw this picture, ESPN FC top 100 managers. Number one was Pep. Number two was Carlo Ancelotti. Number three was Luciano Spalletti, and number four, Mikel Arteta, ahead of Klopp. Number five was Klopp. Number six was Lionel Scaloni. Number seven was Eric Ten Hag. Interesting. Number four, Mikel Arteta. Arsenal's Mikel Arteta. What do you think?
It's actually it's not surprising. The only thing is I'll just put Klopp ahead of him just for the fact that he has won the Champions League and the league and stuff. So, but aside Klopp jumping him, yeah, you can say if you want to look at it trophy wise, then one or two of the managers in there would also
ahead of him. And let's not forget, he's barely 3 or
so
4 years into his managerial career.
But he has also won
FA Cup.
He has also won the FA Cup. But putting that one aside, when a coach wins a league, I give the coach because it's 38 games, it's difficult.
Sure.
But my question is, after taking one or two coaches ahead of him, he's where he's supposed to be. Where is ranked? He deserves it. Because when you look at his progression, it's like upwards.
Upwards territory, which is true. But those some people have a pushback that is he ahead of Ten Hag. Man U fans want to have a legitimate argument of
and
Ten Hag
they would want to have that, but then the question is, let's use the metrics. Yeah, the metrics we are going to use to measure is the Premiership. They've all been in the Premiership. Okay, look at what Arteta has done. Arteta has won a cup. He has won the FA Cup.
How many years? We have to put duration there.
In his first season.
Okay.
So if you are using Ten Hag's first season, okay, he picked up a team that was, I think, 12 that season and managed to take them to 8.
Okay.
Maybe he would have done more, but he won a trophy with them. He won the FA Cup by not playing Leicester. What do you call it? Boham or whatever town team in all the groups. But the Arsenal played Man City and
Chelsea
at least, yeah, and he won it. He didn't win it by playing lesser teams.
Sure, exactly. And he won a bigger trophy than Carling Cup.
Good, and it's a bigger trophy than the Carabao Cup.
Yeah.
Ten Hag also won, but then let's use this season, the last season. Arteta proved that he's a better manager.
Based on what?
Based on the performances, points tally.
Okay.
Yes, because the points was not given freely.
No, you have to earn it.
Good, you have to earn it. So he proved. Yeah, but somebody will also ask, what about the 8-8? Yeah, and the 5th?
Yeah, exactly. Some will say that this was Ten Hag's first season, this is Arteta's third season. So that argument
but you have to look at the caliber of players that both coaches inherited and the situation.
Exactly.
So you have to be fair in your analysis. Don't put on your United,
tribalism gap.
no tribalism, no capping. You have to look at it like that. The situation at Arteta faced and the money for players. It was Ten Hag who chose to buy the Bambi on Ice.
Exactly, Anthony. He bought in.
He decided to buy the Teletubby.
Exactly. So
you understand?
He can't.
He decided to spend on who else?
Martinez, Casemiro.
Casemiro.
He bought the left back.
Malaysia,
exactly.
Good. You know, so he made those decisions, and he had in his first season, he had more money to spend than what Arteta had.
Exactly.
So you can try to spin it any way you want as a United fan, but as a football fan, be fair. Look at the players on both sides, the situation, and then when you look at it, you realize, no, this guy has done better. I told you before, I want to see the style of play of Ten Hag.
We'll find out this season. So
good.
You are actually saying Arteta has done a better job than Ten Hag.
It's a simple yes.
Yeah. Shout out to you, Fosa. Hello, brother. Good evening. An early mistake. Shout out to you. Make sure you turn your notification bell so you don't miss.
Shout out, my brother.
Shout out to you. So let's go to the main topic of tonight.
No, but before we go on Arteta, I wanted to ask you. You see, there's this school of thought. People say, with this list, it proves that we have a great young coach at hand.
Exactly.
Yeah? If we give him the tools he needs, we will be the club we all dream of.
Exactly.
My question to you is, what about those people who are saying this particular season is a win or bust? If not, he should be sacked.
I understand your sentiments. Let's be fair. I understand the sentiment. We can't say we trust him blindly. There's no blind trust, right? I understand the sentiment. That's why I said there should be context in everything we do. Now, if we lose the title to City with just 2 points, he didn't fail. There can only be one winner. There can't be two winners. Now, in the Cups, in the FA Cup, if we get to a final and we lose, I understand. In the Carabao Cup, we get to a final and we lose, I understand. Where I will call for Arteta's head is if we lose the
7-0. 6-0.
No, that's not it. If we lose the league by coming third and we don't get to the final of the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup, I will drop out of the group stages of the Champions League. Now, I can't. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Yes. That is failure. Aside from that, you have to apply. See, we are fighting against a juggernaut in Man City. They just won a treble.
When it comes to Europe, not only Man City, that is what we also tend to forget.
Exactly.
Now it seems like not now, but Man City has jumped and joined the teams like the Bayerns, the Madrids, and a couple of teams, and then City, the Liverpools, but Liverpool is not in the Champions League.
We have our man.
Hey, my guy!
Look at this guy. He just got me straight from work onto his screen.
Welcome.
Thank you.
We have D1 Mayu. What's happening?
How you guys
doing? The only real Manchester United fan I've met, you know.
Well, thank you for that.
The Wi-Fi is acting up.
We just have to. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, we just have to.
But your graphic is stuck.
Is it?
No, continue. I can hear you
again.
The problem is from his place.
Continue talking. Yes, it's my. I don't know what's wrong with Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is acting on this.
No, how about now?
No, it's okay. Continue. I'm here with you. Continue.
Oh, okay. No, I was just saying that we have to bring objectivity. Despite that, yes, we are fans. We can be biased, but we have to be objective when the need arises. And then tongue in cheek, the host. Where's our host?
Yeah, he's having a network issues. Yeah.
My word, our host left us hanging. We are now in charge.
I'm the host today. Actually, I'm the host today. Don't worry, I'm the host today.
Oh, you are the host today.
Yeah. I'm the host today.
Okay.
I've booted him out.
You have to beg his way in.
Yeah. Quickly, you just joined. So
Okay.
let me ask you, there's this ESPN FC like top coaches in the world list that came out, and the first is Pep, the second is Carlo, and then Spalletti, and then you have Arteta, and then Klopp on number 5, and Scaloni, and then Ten Hag at 7, and then De Zerbi at 8, and then Inzaghi, and then Xavi at number 10. I want
Sorry.
your take.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. It's okay. Just be there. Just be there. We will handle you. We will come back to you later.
Okay.
Brother, so this is the list of top 10 managers currently in the world. I don't know what they use to do the ranking, but this is the list. What do you think?
That was according to ESPN.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, according to ESPN. So what do you think of the list and the way forward?
That list, the list looks funny to me though.
I sent it to you, right? You saw it, right?
Yeah, you sent it to me. That was the first time I'm seeing. I actually, when did that list come out? This evening?
I think earlier in the day. And when I saw it, I was like, Arteta ahead of Klopp and Ten Hag. I understand Ten Hag.
Well,
Ten Hag is a
yeah,
small
no,
boy.
Ten Hag is still, he's relatively he's just finding his way right now.
Okay.
And Arteta being ahead of him, I understand that.
Wow, come from a Man U fan.
I mean, Arteta, Ten Hag is just coming into the Premier League, right? So he's just finding his way. Bad results. He's working. He hasn't. I mean, with Ajax, he showed that he can actually build a team, manage a team. Now, Man U is a different ball game. Premier League, there's going to be those shock results. There's going to be those, like we saw last season, those shock results. He hasn't known how to handle certain games. So I would say I understand him being ahead. And again, last season, Arteta was like he blew everybody out of the water with the run Arsenal had up until towards the end of the season, when I don't know if it's the inexperience of the team or the inexperience of the manager that made you guys falter.
What do you think? What do you think?
What do you think?
I feel like the lack of squad depth, number one, was a major factor, because when those key players had injuries, there was nobody to come in and fill in. And really fill in and fill those gaps. Yeah,
we had all holding
to an extent. Those players, the nerves kind of hit them.
Okay. We had
they don't have that grit. You know, those teams that have the grit. Look at how Man City. I don't know. Just something about the team that they know how to rise up to the occasion when the need arises. That's what's
winning. It has to do with winning. They've been there before.
Yeah, that sets them apart from the rest of the pack. Arsenal kind of, went toe to toe for a very long time, but when it mattered the most, they faltered. Okay. So I feel like with the acquisition of new players this season, without the team resting on the laurels saying, "Oh yes, we have arrived," if they just keep the same game plan and go ahead into this season, I feel like Arsenal might do better this season.
Okay. Shout out to Akin, Morgan. Hello. Hi to you too. Shout out to you for coming through. Okay, that will segue us into the next topic.
Right.
I think I've had this conversation with you, I think in person before, D1, and I think I've hinted it with my friend, my Ghanaian friend.
Yeah.
Okay, let me make sure. Okay. There's this myth of winning mentality, right? Now, I have some disagreement when people talk about this mentality monster stuff or winning mentality. Is there a winning mentality that is actually genuine, or is the quality of players? Which one trumps the other? The quality of player, or the actually a genuine winning mentality? But I think the winning mentality in quote is a myth.
Explain yourself.
Okay, let me explain. Oh, what's that? Wait,
He jumped. He just jumped. I think he will come back. Yeah.
okay, let me explain. Now, do you think Stoke or Burnley don't have a winning mentality?
They don't have the one of the basic
No, let's follow that train of thought. Do
Can
you
you hear
think Stoke?
Okay.
I can hear you. Do you think
Okay.
Stoke or Burnley or a Brighton do not have a winning mentality?
I feel like they don't have the one of the basic prerequisites to have a winning mentality.
Okay, let's separate. Is it the winning mentality they don't have or the quality of players?
They don't have the quality of player. That's one of the major prerequisites for having a winning mentality.
So that means winning mentality is not necessarily the right terminology. It's the quality of players.
See, the quality of players
Uh-huh.
and winning mentality, they go in tandem. That's what I think. I feel
I want to ask a question.
Okay.
Bolton. We are using the same Bolton, yeah? You remember the Bolton under Allardyce, where they had culture and all the
Experience player
from experience. So, and they had quality. So, and they could not win much. So, where do you put that kind of team?
Okay, I disagree with you about calling they have quality. They didn't have quality. Now, did they have the ability to make Arsenal their boogie team? Yes. See, winning mentality means you win all the time, as in you overcome your adversary easily. I don't believe there's a winning mentality. I believe you have to have quality of players. Because people just mask this winning mentality. Okay, do you tell me Klopp, right, can just sign players from the championship and induce winning mentality to them to win a league? It's not going to happen. It's never going to happen. So you have to have the quality of players. Then you cannot glaze it with the so-called winning mentality. Because how much winning mentality do I have to play for Arsenal? I don't have the required skill set. No matter my mentality, no matter the motivation.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Do you remember the team? I've forgotten that season. I wish I could Google while I speak.
You mention, I'll tell you. Yeah, just try.
Do you remember the team that Fergie used to win the EPL then that didn't have like a crop of really good players?
The 208.
We had
the 208.
We had John O'Shea.
The 208. Yes, 208 or 2010.
Was like
2010.
Scholes was like one of the only, it was like he used that team against all odds to win the league. Yes, we had Ronaldo, we had Rooney, right? Rooney were like the star players that we had in the team. Really the standout players we had. But that team kind of against all odds won the league that season. That wasn't like a starter. That wasn't like a Barcelona, a team that had quality players, caught Man U, I think that same season, and they schooled Man U, like literally schooled Man U, right? But
that is the 2010, the year 2010. Right? Yeah,
I understand what you're saying, but we have to put the context that the league was poor that time. Let me give another example. Leicester won the league. Was it 2013, 2014? Leicester won the league.
No, was it
27?
No, I think it was later than that.
16, I think 16 or 17.
16, 17.
When Leicester won the league, we can't take away the kudos from Leicester. But let's be real. All the big teams at that time were poor. So let's not pretend that Leicester had this monstrous winning mentality. No, across the team, like what he was saying, when Fergie won the team with Fletcher and everything, other teams were poor.
So does that mean when Liverpool won, other teams were poor too?
When?
But I think
during the lockdown.
No, when Liverpool won it, them and Man City were at the apex and the zenith of success. You can remember there was a gap between Manchester United, Man City and Liverpool were top. The other people were like 15 points behind.
Yeah, 15 points behind. Yeah.
So we have to put those contexts involved in these things.
I look at it this way. You have to look at what actually generates a winning mentality. Yeah, that is how you have to look at it. You can have.
Can I just read this chart from Foster?
Okay.
I think it's a combination of both. both winning comes from so many things: a successful
Yeah.
team, style of play, very minimal injuries, and quality and consistent players.
Exactly.
But Foster, we've not answered the key question I'm asking. Which one is most important? The quality of players or this so-called mentality?
He has actually answered you. He said it is both. It is
No,
both.
no, no. I'm saying which one. No, you can't say both. I say which one is more important.
Which one is more important?
Yeah,
So you said which one is more important, the quality or
of the
the
player or the so-called mentality? Because I don't believe that there's this this
but the
utopian
mentality,
I
the,
think,
the quality comes with the mentality.
I think that's the thing.
Yeah,
And
the quality comes with the mentality.
You cannot put one here and put the other here.
And put one, yes, it is
And that's
difficult.
why I said it, at the beginning. I said they go in tandem. You have to get
you
the
can.
crop of
You
players.
can. You know, there've been players with weak mentality, the so-called weak mentality that they didn't try out. Ben Alpha had a bunch of skills, he didn't make it. Ricardo Quaresma had a bunch of skills, he didn't make
But
it.
if you take them individually, then you can have an argument that, oh, this person had this, but if you put that same player in a team, we are talking about a team that have experienced failure, that has experienced a whole lot of things together, it is easy for them to build something. Say, listen, let's say you have a couple of winners in there. They say, listen, it's about time.
It's just like you,
and with your experience, you can do this.
It's just like you taking Erling Haaland now. If he doesn't get those good passes from his midfielders, he won't be a scorer.
Yeah, exactly.
Both of you are dodging the question.
We are not dodging it. It's really that.
The question.
The way you want us to answer it is not what you
No, I just want to know which one is superior, the quality of the player or the so-called winning mentality.
No,
because
but you just mentioned a player that has all the qualities. Yeah, but like
I mentioned a player, right, who on the surface has the quality.
Yeah.
Right. But did
not play in a team that has won. That will create that mentality, you understand, around him. So those players who have won today, and we call them mentality monsters, it is because they are part of a team that has won. With their talent, they were fortunate to be part of a team that has won.
So if I assemble a bunch of average players and
no,
give them can I finish, sir?
No, you cannot.
I have to finish the question. Let me finish. If I assemble a bunch of average players and give them to a mentality monster like Klopp, would they win?
No, it is not only one person. That mentality thing is generated by group with the experience and failure and all, like knowing, how should I put it? You set yourself for success, individually. So when you meet a coach, even if, quote unquote, we think they are poor, there might be 1 or 2, 3 or 4 of them who has the talent to push them, to bring them along.
Yes.
So when I come to training and I train differently because of my talent and my approach towards success, it would rub on you, and that would rub on the team, and that will make the team win. When the team wins, they become the group.
How much of a player was John O'Shea? He wasn't
exactly
the regular banger.
So are you telling me John O'Shea has a monster mentality?
He was
exactly.
He was a stopgap in a team that had players that could complement the areas where he's deficient in. And he was more, everybody's like John O'Shea. John O'Shea was go and put John O'Shea in Stoke. You just be nondescript in the midfield or wherever it is you put him. So I feel like those combination of players, like somebody mentioned, like I think Efosa mentioned in the comment, bringing those players together, you create something that could run anything over.
Yeah, because you see, someone with a winning spirit or a winning mentality knows how to accept defeat and learn from it, and then use that pain. You understand? So you need a group. You cannot do it by yourself. So you can say Ronaldo has a monster. Yes, there are just a few,
let me
players around the world that
know,
has that thing.
Let me. While you were talking, I actually remembered your Arsenal team of old.
Yeah.
When you guys had it, you had the Gilbertos, you had the Sol Campbells, you had the Vieira. Those players were players that going onto a pitch, they don't take defeat. They go in and they like you watch those games, you see the passion. They are Torres.
Those players who have quality.
We are not negating the importance
of
quality.
Yeah,
like saying that for that winning mentality to come out there's that belief. Those players, they are quality players and they know they are quality players. So
Stoke players don't believe.
But okay, let me make it simple. Yaya Sanogo, played. Listen, Yaya Sanogo played in the final, FA Cup final, and we won. And if you look at the way we won the game, now this current social media wave, we will say that is a monster or a winning mentality team. Are you telling me Yaya Sanogo? It's and this is not me saying he's a very poor player. He was an average.
No, I'm saying he's a poor player.
That is your opinion, and I respect it. But yes, okay, to you he was a poor player, but he was part of a winning team. That makes him a mentality monster.
No. That made him someone that robbed off of quality players, in my opinion.
Yeah, but when people are saying like the Liverpool team or even Phillips, let's not go far with his injuries and not being able to perform. Look at the City team. We call them mentality monsters.
You call them that. If you take away this guy that wasn't even on the first team in Dortmund, Akanji, he came into City. He had those defenders that complement his flaws. Akanji,
exactly.
He's not the perfect defender. He has people.
When I was saying that he wasn't here, D1 wasn't here that day when I was saying that Akanji is a fraud.
But I'll take him over Holding.
God bless you on that. God bless you. You people should let them read the Efosa's chat. The quality starts off if you have a good set of players. It's the coach that marries the quality and mix it together. The most important thing is the mindset, which is fair. And it came on that chart. The mindset is so important. When Manchester United were winning the league, there's so much winning consistency. They always believed that any trophy they won, they should win it again at the next time. Yeah, which is fair. I just think personally, right?
But the key point here is they had players in there, not only with the quality, but with the belief that we are going to win. Somebody like Keane would not allow you. And if you listen to his interviews, there were a lot of people who were not up to the level. Yeah, but because they find themselves in that environment, they had no other choice than to play along or pull along till the last minute.
Or to step up.
You can see that was why we can mention,
by that logic, Rob Holding should have pulled along when Saliba got injured.
Don't pick on Rob. We all know he could not hold anything.
I'm not in the logic. I'm just in the logic. By that logic,
leave him alone.
Rob Holding should have actually made sure the levels don't drop.
Yeah, but if you look at the team, if you look at where we got to, and this is not me making excuses, but if we are using this current Arsenal team, no. If you are using this Arsenal team, when it was the crunch time, when you compare the City team or the United teams, the key players were still on their game. But for us, it was the opposite. You understand?
You just proved my point. Instead of using key, you change the wording to, instead of using quality, you change the wording to key.
I said key. I said key. I said key.
I knew you were going to come through.
No, I'm not coming through with you. I'm just saying.
You're going to come through. Charlie, I knew you're going to watch it. You're using the watching.
No, this your watching has no shit up pepper on it. So I'm not coming through. But what I'm saying is the key moment. Yeah, in the key moment,
Okay.
the quality we had to theirs were a bit low. You understand? And that's it. Check your camera. You look blurred.
Yeah.
Probably some.
Keep talking.
Yeah, but my brother, you're on your own. You're on your own. I always tell you.
Some connection thing. Right. So just arguing. He doesn't want to.
No, I'm not arguing. I'm just stating my point that I understand the mentality thing. I just think it's a myth, in my opinion. I think the quality of player comes through. Like, if you take away Rodri from that Man City team, it's a different Man City team. You take away Gundogan or Diaz, is a different. I don't care how much mentality they have. If you take away quality from it, it's not the same.
No, but this, I'll use the same your logic here.
Yeah.
Club actually added a couple of players to the same team everybody called a mentality monster team. And look at how they did last season.
They flopped.
They were woeful.
Why?
Because Ruben what's the name of the winger?
You're going to use quality?
Luis Diaz.
Because they had the quality.
No. They took away quality from the team. That's why they dropped. They took away quality.
How
from the
many?
team.
How many? It was just one.
They took away the winger.
Sadio Mane.
Mane.
No, Jota was out for a long period of time.
We don't care. They don't care when it happens to other teams. So don't list the players.
You're proving my point. You're proving my point that if you take away quality, no matter the mentality, you're going to fail.
Jota came back during
Even by your logic, I'm saying even by your own example, by your admission, Mane left, quality left, and you see what happened. So it's not.
But they replaced with another quality.
No.
And Diaz.
Luis Diaz.
And then Gakpo joined.
But the
Gakpo is the giraffe. Come on, let's be real. He's not same quality.
Gakpo will come through. You'll be surprised. I think that guy will.
Oh yeah. He will.
He's a good player.
Player. Yeah, there's a good.
I never say he's not a good
That was
player.
just his first season. But the fraud in that team I'm looking is that Nunez of a guy. I don't know how much of a good player he is, but
I think Nunez will actually do better than Gakpo.
You think so?
No.
I think so.
I disagree.
Player that you kind of forget.
Yeah.
How those
You see,
goals that
you are falling for the aesthetics of the goals he scores. That's what you're falling for. See, you know, there's some players that they know how to score.
No, he plays well. No. Gakpo will do better than Nunez.
But Nunez is quicker. The way Nunez stretches games,
quick, right?
He stretches games.
I still think the price tag is weighing him down. He needs to get out and play.
The price is the price. The price is the price. There's nothing you can do about it. The price is the price.
I have actually seen this type of striker before. They are always. You remember when they bought what is a kite?
Oh,
Coit. Yes,
a goal scoring striker.
Yeah.
Coit was that player that even if he doesn't score in a game,
he would straight. Yeah, that is what I see in Nunez. Yeah,
you know, the Coit is kind of reminds me of Jason Park. They both have
exactly. Yeah.
And let me read this one from Efosa.
Similar.
Efosa said, we always think of Brown and O'Shea were not good enough. They were always players that gave 7 out of 10. We appreciate them as elite squad member. I won't use the word elite, but decent squad member, I agree.
Brown,
I'm going to say Nunez for me is on fraud watch. I don't agree with you. No.
Okay.
Now, Nunez does not have the aesthetic. I agree. Nunez doesn't have the aesthetic of a Jesus or the aesthetic of a Cristiano Ronaldo. But the way he stretches the game is dangerous.
He should continue stretching and not doing anything. He's still.
Yo.
You see how you're talking about holding will come and try to hold but cannot hold anything, and you are not happy with holding. Somebody can stretch something and does not stretch to the full, and then you are happy with that one.
The shoes that you guys wanted holding to feel was just too big for him.
Exactly.
Did you watch Arsenal against Liverpool at the Emirates?
I don't remember the game because I don't think I watched it the way
you're supposed to watch it.
with as more details as you did.
Yeah,
Charlie, did you watch it?
I did. I did.
Did you see how Nunes tormented our defense even though we won the game?
Yeah,
It
that
was
is,
a turn on the flesh.
that is why I've referenced to a player that even if he doesn't score, he will give the seven. They've had that kind of player before, but he hardly score goals. He will score the odd goal 1, 2, 2,
No,
3.
he scored like I think he scored like above 10 goals in all comps last season.
We will see.
Come on, man. Even though I'm not a Liverpool fan, I'm not here to actually be a Liverpool.
No, I'm not bashing him. I'm just saying my expectation of him is I'm just saying my expectations. No, I'm not calling him names. My expectation or my expectations of him. He will score goals. I'm not saying he wouldn't score goals, but the type of goals or the number of goals a lot of people are expecting him, or an 80 million or 90 million striker should score. I don't think he will be doing that. That is
okay. How many goals do you expect from him?
With what he came with, you see the expectations.
It is. Thank you. The expectations
hasn't lived up to it. That's the thing.
So, Mr. Expectations, right? How many goals do you need to score to justify his price tag?
I think for me, he needs to be, because of the price tag, then he needs to score 25 to 30 goals.
You are saying 25. I want like 20 Premier League goals. Then let's say across all competitions.
All competition 30. Good.
Wow.
But this is where we both agree. So what I'm saying is, if it wasn't for the price tag,
I like the way a Manchester United rep is talking about goals. You don't even have a striker. You're talking about 25 goals.
Listen, I know what the team needs, right? When when Man U had Van Persie that was stolen from you guys, I know what.
You ought to go back and forth. Why? What are you trying to do?
I cannot
reminding me of how you took Van Persie.
I can't say Van Persie without.
I will mute you. I will mute you. I will mute you.
You see, this is my thing.
I'm just saying.
Without cutting you, this is my thing with Nunes. Had Liverpool signed him for like 50 million or 55, and he comes in and scores 15 goals a season, I wouldn't mind. You know,
these players don't impose.
No, but what I mean is, it is the price tag. So they've imagine Rice coming in and giving us a 5 performance every now and then, or like most of the time. You wouldn't be happy because of the price tag. You understand? So I'm just saying that with the price tag, you have to hit that number of goals. That is where we agree on, from 20, 25 upwards, 30 all games. Yeah?
All competitions.
All competitions. Cool. But had they signed him for like just maybe 45, 50 million, or even 45, I would not expect him to score. Even if he scored 15, I'm happy. And I'm not a Liverpool fan. I'll be happy with a striker scoring 15 goals for Liverpool. Okay. And the others can also join in. That's all.
Okay. Efosa say he misses many goals. His goals always look lucky when he scores. That's a reach. Efosa, you have an agenda against this guy. Efosa has an agenda against Nunes.
It's just that seems to be, I don't know, maybe because his name is Darwin and Darwin's theory of evolution.
No, I'm being objective here. I'm being objective. I'm not saying he's a world beater. I never say he's a world beater. I'm just saying, guys, he's not as bad as we are trying.
But you're picking on you were just picking on Gakpo. Go check his goal.
You actually were
from
who came in January?
Their goals record, and then you will know.
Does Gakpo even have more goals than Nunez?
I think so. From when he was coming.
Gakpo came in January.
Can we confirm it? Can we confirm?
Can you check?
I was just asking.
So you guys are checking. So Fosa says Nunes is a more polished and faster Mikel Antonio. Come on, man. Come on. You are ripping into this guy. Come on. No. He's far better than Mikel Antonio. Nunes is far, far better. Do you guys agree? that Nunes is far better than Mikel Antonio?
Well.
Well, no. For real, do you think Mikel Antonio is on equal levels with Darwin Nunes?
But just compare seasons.
Are you thinking about it?
No. Compare. No. You have to be fair. You cannot use his what do you call it? Benfica. He came from Benfica.
Yeah.
Benfica stats. Yeah. He has played in the Premiership a full season. How many goals did he score? How many goals did Antonio score? And then we end the debate there. Finish. Because he's actually playing in a better team.
So strikers, I know the
with a better coach.
The bread and butter for strikers is goals.
With a better system.
Goals and assists. So you're telling me, even on face value, you are going to compare Mikel Antonio to Darwin Nunes? No. Let me know. I want to know. You're going to compare Mikel Antonio to Darwin Nunes.
Is it a question?
I'm asking a question. I'm not. That's a difficult question. I'm asking a question. No. It's like tonight is comedy night. Is that what we're doing?
Well,
wait. But at first I didn't say Nunez is better than Antonio. Just said he's a more important and faster. That's what he said.
Yeah. I just don't get where your question is coming from. He just said it's more polished and faster than
but they are based.
Mikel Antonio. Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Wow.
I like he just put that caveat there. He just let it be. Oh boy.
Okay, I even forgot this chart. He said Nunes and Ivan Toney, who is better? The only thing he's got on jury is pace. Like, oh Lord, this is getting
Ivan Toney is better than Nunes, and I'll tell you the reason why.
I'm listening.
If you put Ivan in Liverpool's team, he will score practically more goals than
I strongly believe that.
And he's playing. Actually, Nunes is playing in a better team than Ivan Toney. And you talk about quality and mentality monsters. Liverpool is more of a mentality monster and the word is not even coming. Team than
wow.
Because no, do you agree? Okay, what do you think?
In terms of goal scoring, definitely.
Do you think Nunes is better than Ivan Toney?
No,
I have the objective. I think Ivan Toney is better.
No, wait, my brother, wait for him to answer. Wait for him to answer.
Ivan Toney is better.
No, you see, you've given him the answer.
Now Ivan Toney is better than Nunes.
Because he can see the fire will come from you.
Because even for last season, Toney had more goals than Nunes.
Yeah.
Okay, keep talking.
Yeah. So actually, for me, what I don't like putting extreme pressure on players. You understand? Because I know what the Premiership is all about. If you find yourself in a good team with a winning environment already, you can succeed. Yeah. So somebody like Nunes, I know he will come good, but I don't think he will be smashing the records here and there because of his demeanor in front of goal, in front, especially when he gets the chances.
He's not a little. He's not a clinical striker.
Maybe he will change with time, but
with time.
Yeah, but for now, if you're telling me who looks like scoring more goals between him and Gakpo, Gakpo, I'll go for Gakpo because Gakpo, he's an assassin. He's cold in front of goal.
Come on, I'm sure.
Man U supporters will tell you
they felt it. They felt it.
Yes.
They felt it. That was ice cold.
And actually, when we played them in the Europa, you could see a player in there, serious player in there. It is all about the right environment and the right coaching, you know.
So Efosa says, bro, Portuguese league is not EPL according to you. Maybe the Portuguese league is its level. Remember Balogun argument you made. Okay, shout out to you, Efosa.
Thank you. You see, people don't forget. You see, people don't forget.
So shout out to Akim Morgan. Akim Morgan said one thing about Nunez is his movement. The guy has 14 goals, but could have had 25 to 30 if he could finish. Exactly. He missed a lot of chances the last time.
Yeah, Jesus could have had 40 goals.
Okay.
Listen,
We'll talk about Jesus. So
can you read what Akim Morgan wrote?
exactly, he said, nah, the Antonio comparison. That's how I felt. It's very disrespectful.
But he's not. He
did not disrespect him.
Akin just
wasn't
my mind.
He just said
He's disrespectful.
he just said Nunez is like Antonio Pro Max. That's all he said.
Yeah, you use the right word, pro max. That's all.
Wait, is that disrespectful or complimentary?
It is complimentary.
Oh my god!
because if you are using no, if you use a pro max, the specs are quite higher. What do you expect from the pro max?
No. Are you serious?
There are those qualities that the Pro Max has that the regular doesn't have.
Yeah,
so that's all. I don't know why everybody's being so listening about Antonio.
Why are you look shocked and disappointed and you are trying
understand.
Pro Max is not good.
I understand Nunez had the best of season, but to compare with Mikel Antonio, come on. Man.
No, he wasn't comparing. He's just saying
compare. I don't know why everybody's saying compare. He didn't compare.
He didn't compare.
Upgraded version. Simple.
That's it.
I'm even giving you.
Remember the comparison at the beginning of the season of Nunez and Haaland. That's comparing the devil and Jesus.
And this actually, because of this reason, that is why a lot of people will go hard on Nunez. You understand? Because, like I said, Haaland has already proven, from other leagues before he came into the Premiership. He did it in the Bundesliga for at least 2 seasons. Sure. Nunez just was smashing the Portuguese league for just 1 season, and Liverpool bought him for that amount. You understand? So it is not our fault. It is the clubs or the club who sold him or the club who bought him. They put that kind of pressure on the lad. You understand? That's it.
And I also think if you take Antonio and put Antonio in this Liverpool team, he will
do better. Good.
Come on.
You're disrespecting Antonio because you have to look at the goals. Some of the
No. You guys are getting.
That is why he said he's calm. Go and read it. Go back to the message. No, you are disrespecting Antonio. You guys are disrespecting and I have to.
What do you mean disrespecting Antonio? No.
You're disrespecting Antonio. Look at what the guy said. Just check what the guy said, and look at the team Antonio is playing in.
Wait, are you serious? Are you serious?
No. Listen. If you put Nunez, somebody will also ask this question. Are you sure if you put Nunez in the West Ham team, he'll be able to perform to the levels of
you? You will. You will surpass
and score more goals.
Yeah.
Because don't forget,
Antonio is just a battering ram. He is a battering ram, no technique.
And get his way and score goals.
How many goals did he score?
Stats.
Have up to 9 Premier League goals last season.
Antonio had how many?
Yeah. I had 14 goals.
Let me check.
Please.
Nunez had 14 goals.
Premier League goals?
Premier League goals was less.
Because I'm looking at the list of top Premier League scorers from last season. His name is not there, 1 to 24. That you are hoisting on your shoulders.
So you're telling me that Mikel Antonio is a better player than Darwin Nunez?
See, we didn't go there. You are edging us towards there.
I'm not edging. No, because you guys are being cynical and disrespectful to Darwin Nunez. I'm not a Liverpool supporter, but I will not disrespect him to that level.
Yeah, We should have just left it at
Have you had anything to drink?
I'm not. What's your problem? I'm not drinking anything. I'm not even the one that is arguing more harder than that our friend here has been very, very adamant, and he has talked to his guns. He refused to budge. So even if I'm
Really?
trying to consider, okay, maybe, but he has talked to his guns. So face him, not me. Ask him if he has had anything to drink this within the last 1 hour.
No, yet. I'm just drinking water. Drinking water. It's just that
Water.
Antonio. If you put Antonio in a better team where they create more and they start the way he plays, he might score more goals.
He will not. He's just a battery. Antonio is a battering ram. He has no technical ability. He has no footballing IQ. So how will you tell me a limited player?
That battering has been
It's a
effective.
battering ram.
It
No,
has
it's
been-
effective for who? For who?
For Antonio.
Antonio scored 8 goals last season.
Imagine.
How many did that Downie score?
So, bro, what caliber of striker will Nunes be for you? Where will you place him? This is a difficult one. I don't think that Nunes is still raw around the edges. He's still a raw striker that can still get better. But let's not do a disservice to football by comparing with a battering ram like
Well,
Antonio. Let's not do that.
Well,
Let's
Nunes,
not just do that.
Nobody was comparing. He was just saying. The guy was just go back to the message.
No. He was being cynical. It was a backhanded comparison he put in there. Like let's not play games. It was a backhanded cynicism he put in there. Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
just that statement that Efosa just put out has kept us going back and forth for the past 15
He
to
just
20.
threw me off. He threw me off. Efosa threw me off. Come on, man. How can you do that? Say in top 10 teams, where will you rate Nunes? I'll rate him as a 7. A 7. Nunes is like a 7.
And where would you rate
Come on,
Gakpo?
he's a 10 player.
Where would you rate Gakpo?
7.
Everybody's
I'm
entitled.
not buying the Gakpo hype. I'm not buying it immediately. I know it's ice cold.
We
but
know you are not buying it. Where would you rate him?
that's a 7.
Gakpo 7.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
Nunes 7.
Yeah.
So do you rate Gakpo or you don't rate him?
I didn't say he was a bad player. I read Gakpo, but I just think that is not what people are thinking. I've seen that apart from this, he knows how to hit a clean strike. I think Gakpo knows how to hit the ball very well. But when it comes to stretching the game and putting defenders under duress, Nunes for me is a better player in doing that. So I can say I thought we were joking. We're actually serious about comparing Antonio to Nunes. Exactly.
No, we
tell them.
No, see,
Tell them.
we actually
comparing.
For me, I'm just bantering. You know,
See,
I know Nunes, but I also feel that if Gakpo, it's like when you give Antonio the opportunity in a bigger team, like a team that plays well, he will
never get it. He will never get the opportunity by the grace of God. He will never get it. He's not good. He's not good. He's just a battering ram. He's not good.
do you know, whenever I'm watching,
he will stretch the defense.
He
will stretch the defense.
He's not
he
stretching
has
anything.
never had anything good to say about Antonio. In any game I've watched with
He's
him,
not just good. Let's call it what it is. Not. He's not.
He will stretch the defense. You said Nunes will stretch. You also stretch the defense.
No. See, Antonio Antonio should be playing rugby. He will be a better rugby player than a football player. He just muscle. Nah. Like, let's apply some technical ability, some brain, not just muscle. No, that's not football.
Okay, will you agree
Don't
with me
play
now
rugby.
when I say Lukaku is a slightly polished version of Antonio?
Yeah, I'll agree with that one. Yeah, I agree with that statement. I will.
Now I see where your bias is from. Your bias is. You are biased.
See, according to Efosa, right, with Nunes and Giroud, based off what you have seen, who will you prefer?
I'll prefer Giroud.
Answer.
Giroud's head.
I'll prefer Giroud because if you remember, if we all go back to their form before their season before, but the team they came from, Giroud I won't say single-handedly, but won the league with Montpellier. His goals was the main reason he won the league in critical time. I will always, when it comes to Nunes, but we did not sign Giroud for 80 million. Had we signed Giroud, look at our expectation when Giroud came. Yeah? Had we signed Giroud for like 60 or 70 million, we would have sold him the next season. Because he disappointed.
Exactly. He missed a lot of chances,
So, and during that time, if somebody compared him with Davis, you remember Davis, Bolton, Nolan.
Nolan.
Yes, had somebody compared him, somebody said, "Oh, Giroud is a better ball carrier or ball holder than Kevin Nolan." I wouldn't see it as an insult. Back then, when you compare,
I would say it's an insult. Nolan is a midfielder.
No, hold on. The reason is because he has not proven his goal scoring attribute yet. Yet is the word. Nunes to you or to all of us looks like a good goal scoring striker, but he hasn't proved it yet.
And his contract has not run out yet.
Exactly. So for what I've seen, that is why he's using the Antonio analysis, and I get it.
No, Antonio analysis is we've seen Antonio for 4-5 seasons. We've seen Nunes.
Yes, but I'm saying the first season, I will give him the first season tax. Let him have his first season. That is how I do. But what I'm saying is, when you look, it doesn't mean the first season did not happen. It happened. So comparing his first season and the way he plays and whatever, I think according to what he said in the test, there's nothing bad about it. Because we are using his first season. You understand my point?
The season, see, most players, right? According to you, what the Akin has actually said, there's first season tax, right?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? There's first season tax. So even his first season was not as poor as you guys are painting it. It's not as poor as you're painting it.
If we have to go with your analogy, I would say Havertz or Kai has not flopped or disappointed. Because when I look at his style of play and the way the stats he had before coming to the Premiership, he's still a better player. So if somebody calls him a donkey or this and that, but when you critically look at the seasons he has played in, he has not met expectations. So use the season, whether first season or second or third season, you are looking at the season. That is how you do argument. You don't.
You are trying to muddy the water. You are trying to muddy the water. Let's go back. And also, if I talk to Benfica fans, they say he started off poor in his first season and scored 20 goals in his second season. Exactly. I can let them know. Let these two of my Lord, let them know. So Akin said again, our team right now would love a prime Giroud. Maybe. So Efusa said, if Nunes flop next season, I'll start looking at him like Uruguayan Yaya Sinogo. That's a bit harsh. I don't think he will flop next season. I don't think so.
All right, let's wait and see. He has the expectation on his shoulders. So
yes, he did not. I don't think he flopped last season. He just did not meet expectation because he scored goals, but they not meet because of the amount he was bought for. But if next season he still behaves or perform the same, then the Antonio thing would hold.
Okay. Do you think he has a winning mentality, or do you think he needs quality?
There is a certain player in there, but my point is, when it comes to winning mentality, you need a team to
Do
pull
you
along.
think Nunes has? Let's take away the winning mentality. Do you think he has the mentality to play for Liverpool, or do you think he lacks the quality?
And you cannot judge by the only way you can do it. I think he has the quality to do it, but then there are a lot of players who we all look at having the quality to play for certain teams, but when given the opportunity, they've not taken it. Prime example: Pepe, Sancho.
Yeah.
Thank you for measuring Pepe. I think, right, Pepe has quality, but Pepe is weak mentally.
And Pepe lacks
He's very weak.
he lacks consistency to an extent.
Why do players lack consistency?
That's $1 million question.
Self-confidence. It has to do with self-confidence.
Like, but what contributes to having that self-doubt and not having that confidence to perform week in, week out?
There are so many reasons you can give. Actually, there are certain players who handle, let's say, injury, for example. Yeah. There are certain players who they handle injuries better than others. So they get a little knock, or they get an injury, they come back. They have this mental block, and it can affect your self-confidence. You understand? So somebody like Pepe, I don't know whether it is like I've achieved my dream of playing for a good team or a bigger team, and it's like I've arrived. I don't need to prove myself anymore. Or it is just like you always say, his level, but his level is to play for, let's say, a Lille, yeah. But
exactly.
In a season, or in a season, he will shine. He will be the shining light, and then some few seasons he will just go underground.
Go missing, go ghosting.
Go missing, good. But then in his season where he shined, that was when teams came for him. You understand? So it happens. It happens to players. We've seen players that really did extremely well in a particular team. They come to the Premiership or go to other teams, and their expectations, they could not meet those expectations, because maybe it is not, like you always say, their level, or they've not really processed how quick their career have risen. So it is an individual thing.
So, do you want to answer the next question? But let me read this one first. Efosa said, I criticize Havertz, but I won't pull any punches. It was horrendous, but I hope he comes good at Arsenal. We'll discuss this. I'm going to leave it on the screen. For Pepe, right? I think Pepe is a better dribbler than Saka. Do we agree?
Mm-hmm.
Man,
I think Pepe has a better shooting and crawling shot
on the left. On the left foot.
The left,
so
yeah.
The only thing that Saka has ahead of Pepe is intelligent decision making, when to release the ball, when to pass the ball, when to shoot. Then he can use his right foot when necessary.
Yeah.
Saka is consistent.
Unlike Pepe, and Pepe is so reliant on that left foot too much that you know that he's going to come back. So that's how do you see it as a Man U fan? How do you see it?
I won't disagree with that. I won't disagree with that. When Pepe rinsed Luke Shaw in one game, I was like, bro, why do we have Luke Shaw? Pepe, I've forgotten that match. Pepe was as if he had a dream that Luke Shaw did something to him and he was out for revenge. I'm like, bro, I have a player on their hands. But he wasn't able to replicate that performance on many,
basis,
consistently as the team would have wanted him to. But Pepe is actually he's a player, but he's just not consistent.
there are certain players they don't fit in certain teams or certain clubs. The clubs are huge and bigger than like spirit-wise. They cannot do that kind of environment.
That's a question. He actually threw in a question. A question there. It's quite interesting.
Yeah.
I think he lacks the consistency.
Let's have brother answer.
Yeah, I think he lacks the consistency for you. Nunes and Liverpool Heskey is better. Pepe doesn't do the basics enough. He overdoes it. He might do better if he was the main man and the basics. For me, I think the thing that is affecting Pepe is intelligence. What's his intelligence? Making the right decisions, and he doesn't do that enough. For me, he's a better dribbler than Saka.
That is the word consistency.
Consistency is not about intelligence sometimes.
No, consistency is when you know you are all ever ready to outwit your defender.
But if you look at it, right,
and it comes with common sense because you know
Pepe was actually outwitting the defenders, but instead of him to pass after doing that, he wants to dribble the next one, which was
exactly. So that after doing that, you have to be intelligent and know when to give the ball away and when not to. And he doesn't do that enough. But answer the question. I saw some question. Don't move. Don't go to the next question, please. Answer.
Which one?
Yeah. You are not escaping this.
Which one? For you, Nunes and Liverpool Heskey, who is better?
Yes.
Definitely Heskey was better.
Continue now.
Yeah, definitely Heskey was better. Come on, let's be real. And see, Heskey was a traditional English number 9. And the way they played at that time, it was better. Do you think Heskey would be as good as this in this generation? We don't know. But at that time, Heskey played well and performed. So I have to say Heskey was better. So it says Saka does the basics so well. He knows he should pass the ball more and play for him and the team. Yeah, like I said, I would have preferred Pepe, but Saka does the basics excellently. He's a very smart player. So that's why Pepe is struggling. So you mentioned Sancho a while ago.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you as a Manchester United fan, respectfully, is Sancho a scam?
He's still dreaming of wearing the 7 jersey. That is why he has 2 plus
5. 2 plus 5.
Sancho hasn't lived up to expectations. While you were talking,
before you go on your tirade, can you first answer the question? Is Sancho a scam? Yes or no?
Why would you call a player a scam? He came in. He has
underperformed. Yeah,
he's defrauding Man U. He's defrauding Man U.
I would say he has underperformed. Calling him a scam is, it's a little bit that's being cynical. So
no, I'm not being cynical. I'll tell you why I'm calling him a scam.
I was going to ask a question actually, and it's related to Sancho. Yeah. Something I'm trying to get. Do you think if Sancho plays for the for the Man City team in place of Jack Grealish, do you think he would do any different from what Grealish has done?
He would do better, I think.
That's
very interesting.
No. To me, I think he would do better. And I'm not saying Grealish is not a good player, but I feel Sancho is a bit better player than Grealish. And
I also think Grealish is hiding under the accolades of this Man City team right now.
I asked you the last time. If you check,
he's under the underwhelming outputs that he was supposed to have brought to the team.
What was his contribution last season, anyways?
He did better than the previous season. He did better than the previous
season.
Better?
How better? When you say better, how better?
Let's be real. The game against Manchester United that they actually lost controversially was the best player for Man City.
You are picking games, but how better? Because when we were talking about Nunes,
you asked the question, how better? I'm answering you.
No. When we're talking about Nunes, your best player, Nunes, your best player. We were looking at his the whole season. So when you look at Grealish, the whole season, without picking a particular game,
right?
Because against Man United, Nunes was unplayable.
Oh yeah, he was.
He tortured
I can mention 4 games
No, so that is what I'm saying. Don't pick a game, because when you pick
No,
a couple
no, you're not
games,
listening to me well. I'm saying he has done better than the previous season because he influenced many games compared to the first season. This time, Grealish actually game against Arsenal, he was pivotal to our loss. Against Liverpool, against Manchester United, he was instrumental, even though Manchester United referees came to the fore to help them. So he did better than the previous season. Now, I don't agree with you guys. You saying that Sancho is a better player. I don't think so. Sancho is a better player.
that is my opinion.
He's not a better player
It's
than
what
him.
I've
He's a
seen.
better player.
I say if you put Sancho in this Guardiola's team,
Yes,
Yeah,
he will do better. He will do
better than
better.
what's doing at Manchester United. He will do
He
better.
will do better than what Grealish is doing.
No, he won't.
the only thing Grealish
No.
surpasses Sancho is I think Grealish has more.
He's a better dribbler. He's a better dribbler. He can draw more fouls.
Grealish is a better dribbler than Sancho.
Yeah, he is.
Did you watch Sancho?
Have you watched Sancho?
Did you
I
watch?
watched Sancho and I watched both of them.
But
Grealish is a
Dortmund?
better dribbler.
No.
Grealish is a better dribbler.
Well, I mean,
Okay,
everybody,
to me, Grealish is not.
Wait, guys in the chat, right? Efosa and Akin, who is a better dribbler, Grealish or Sancho? Let us know. Let us know. We'd like to know. Efosa says, I would want to say he's playing out of position. He's a right winger. Always nonsense he did. Radnick inconsistency on playing. Sancho
Exactly.
on the left was his downfall, in my opinion.
I watched Sancho. Sancho at Dortmund for 3 seasons. He was playing on the right hand side, not the left.
Should I tell you what's affecting Sancho that nobody's talking about?
What?
The pace of the English Premiership. No, it's the pace. The pace of the English Premiership is quicker than the Bundesliga. Watch him. Yeah, he has not dramatically fallen off. The pace is quicker in England compared to how he was relatively faster in Germany. The pace.
I think it is environment first and foremost, bad coaching, because the two coaches they've been mentioned there, I don't know the contribution they would have added to his style. He needed, you see, the hype he was on, had he gone to, let's say, like under Pep or a Madrid team, he would have matched it. I'm telling you, he needed the environment, because looking at him, he comes across like a player who needs like a vibing environment. But he went to like a United team that was on like morale were low, like nothing, It was just the driver at the wheel, not making sure they don't crash. But finally they did.
Manchester United play counter-attacking football plus pragmatic football sometimes, and which require speed. And Sancho does not have that kind of speed. You take Sancho to a Man City who do not depend on speed, you have a different outcome.
Who depend on possession football.
Or possession football, Sancho will look fantastic there.
You have a lot.
So you have to understand that the pace at which Manchester United wanted to play, he can't do it. He doesn't have those legs. He can't.
That is what I'm saying. It's the environment, the team. You have to find a team that you fit in.
Exactly. Remember Diego Forlan came to Manchester United. He struggled.
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
He went back to Atletico Madrid. It became unplayable.
Yeah. I remember.
So what do you think changed? I think it's the pace.
And that is what I'm saying. He would do better in a Pep system than
Man U system.
Yeah.
So Efosa said, do you think if Sancho played for Arsenal, he would do much better? Hell no. Because if you look at our wingers, they are flying wingers. Martinelli and Saka, they are flying wingers. So he doesn't have that pace. He can't.
But Sancho is not bad when it comes to pace.
He's not quick. Watch him. He's not quick enough. He's not.
I just think it's just morale that is low, and
morale stops from running.
Sancho is
morale stops athleticism.
You don't know. You don't know how it is.
He cannot run.
No. See, Sancho, when he's in possession, he wants the defender to make a move, and then he beats the defender.
Exactly.
Right? But when he's moving with the ball, he slows the game down. Even for Man U, I noticed it.
Yeah, it's not
There
quick.
was a day we played Chelsea. Ozil outpaced Kante. So morale works sometimes.
No. Ozzy is not slow. It just looks lazy. That's different. No, do you know Kai Havertz? People say Kai Havertz is slow. He is not.
No, he's not. He's not.
He's
Yeah.
not. But
No.
Sancho,
And I think Sancho is not slow.
I
because
watched him in Dortmund. I've watched him with intention.
Exactly.
Sancho is slow. He's not as quick as
Check.
people. No, he's not as quick as people think he is.
But okay.
He's not. He's not. Foster says
let
Saka
him-
is not the quickest. Yes, Saka
It's
is not
true.
the quickest. But he's not as slow as Sancho. He's not as slow as Sancho. I watch Sancho.
Anyway,
intentionally.
the Man U supporter should be the one defending Sancho.
Okay. But he said it too. He said it that Sancho wants a defender before he can beat him. He's not quick like that.
But that is part of his game.
Well,
It's
yeah.
not-
but
you're missing the
that
point.
is
You're
only-
missing the point.
It's
You're
just
missing the
like
point.
his gameplay, his style of playing. So it might be that when the team is in that man, you want to be on the break. When they're on the break, he will just kind of slow the game down a little bit, then give the other defenders chance
And
to
then
rush
step
back.
up. Exactly.
Because he
Rush-
can't run.
Rashford will push the ball, he will take you on pace.
Exactly. Rashford will run away.
Sancho is a better dribbler than Rashford. Yes,
But Rashford is quicker.
than Sancho.
Than Sancho. That I agree.
So it's pace. It's pace. Now,
So
Sancho says-
Sancho and Grealish, who is quicker?
I think Sancho is quicker than Grealish.
So that is why I'm saying Sancho will do a better job.
No, we agreed. I agree with you. I said Sancho
Okay.
will do well at Man City because Man City don't rely on pace.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
Man City don't rely on pace, right?
For
They rely
once
on
we've
pace.
agreed. Yeah,
Exactly.
we've agreed on. Yeah.
Man, two of
Yeah.
you are talking Jerry.
So you being a United fan, yeah, while on United, who actually are you looking to sell? But if you don't get buyers or they don't meet your asking price, you keep. Let's say I'll say somebody like the almighty Maguire. Let's say you.
Lord, man.
You're asking how much would you ask for a player like Maguire with his experience and good ball playing, good defending, or with all his qualities? How much would you ask for?
Yeah. Sneaks in the bullshit. What do you mean good defender?
Don't mind-
Well,
Leave this defender alone.
Maguire, right? The player, his antecedent it precedes him. So anybody that wants to buy him will know it's going to be a hit or miss buy. He might fit, he might not fit. So I would say getting 35-40 million of Maguire is not bad. It's just cut their losses. But one player.
Okay, so are you putting 35 because you want to make it cheaper so that other teams, or you think that is his actual valuation?
I think it's more like a sale. You know, when you go to the store and say this store is having sales,
discount,
it's just
discount
Maguire.
sales.
Just go.
Discount sales.
Okay. So to continue, like, so you don't forget the question.
Mhm.
If say you put 30, the tag is 30, but nobody comes in, no club is willing to buy. Are you happy keeping him in the squad?
And so yeah, he can be there just to plug in the gap for when any of the first teamers are injured. Then one player also that I would say would fit the question you asked is Fred.
Yeah.
Fred is, I mean, he has his qualities, even though his personality is shite, but Fred has his quality. He's a disruptor in that midfield, and it helps
But hugely inconsistent.
hugely. I agree with that.
Yeah, very inconsistent.
Very inconsistent. But I
So
was
Efosa said,
But you still be happy to keep him if you don't get a buyer. Yeah.
yeah, he helps in
Okay.
games. I think he improved greatly under Ten Hag.
Yeah.
I could still, because he put in some goals, He was playing
Yeah.
a little more forward, even though his passing was still very abysmal. But he kind of improved a little bit.
So, talking about your team in general and Ten Hag, what are your expectations for this season? Because I was saying, for Man U, I just want to see a style of play. Yeah, because last season, I don't know. Maybe you can tell me because I didn't watch much of it. I watched when you got smart. You know, most of the games with the 4-0, the 7, and all that. But I want to see a style of play because I didn't see any. So what are your expectations and what is the style of play you're looking for?
I feel if you see the players that like the player that Ten Hag is trying to get, he's trying to get his own players to establish the style of play that he wants. He doesn't want like the ball gets to the defense and there's disarray all over the place. He wants a keeper with a very calm head, number one, who's willing to take that occasional risk, even though it might backfire, which I there to be controversies over whoever is going to be in goal for Man U next season, be it Onana, be it whoever it is that is going to be in goal. So I feel he also wants a style of play where there's a build-up from the back. That's why you see he got Martinez, who is a very good ball playing defender. Then there's Onana there. Varane is not so bad. He's not half as bad. There's Shaw in the back line. So he's trying to build that identity. Last season, he's basically playing with the players that he came and he inherited. He brought in Eriksen, but Eriksen he's on his last legs. There was a game I played at the tail end of the season that Eriksen was just so against Man City. If I had the gun, I'd have just hit Eriksen through that. So he's on his last leg, so he needs more energy. He needs more energetic players in the midfield, and then he needs somebody a point front who's going to. So I believe going into this season, I will see him assert his style of play in the team. That's what I'm expecting.
Yeah, that's fair.
So he might not, Man U might not even win any trophy next season, right? But if there's a progression and they actually get top 4 without struggling, the way we kind of faltered, we're trying to struggle to get that last season, to get top 4 without struggling, I would say it's progress. I mean, just to see them fighting on front, getting to the knockout stage of the Champions League, to win. FA Cup, Carabao Cup, if they could win any of them, fine. If they don't, at least they get very far to it and they don't lose to some stupid teams due to some lackadaisical display. I just need that consistency.
Okay. Let's read this Efosa's message. I remember when I saw Fred when I went to the stadium to watch Shakhtar vs Napoli. He was really good, but maybe that's exactly. Shout out to Efosa. You think you stop taking that your shisha and whatever you're drinking. So, shout out to you for this. Exactly. Fred has found his level.
Why?
Come on, Efosa is my guy. Efosa is my guy. It's not what we do here. It's my guy. So. No, for me, Fred is just a decent player. He's not a world beater. He's not special. And I don't think Man should sell him, because if you sell him, what are you going to replace him with? You guys are struggling to actually sell the club. So what if you sell him?
That's if they really are. That's if they're really trying to sell that club. I don't trust those guys. Okay. The season will start and the Glazers will still be bad.
Okay, that looks fair. Let's round up. This has been a long stream. I'm sorry for the quality of the stream, guys. The Wi-Fi has been acting up for some reasons. I need to speak to the technicians and know what's going on. I don't know why the Wi-Fi is acting
up. It happens. It's okay.
Still Verizon, and I think there's something wrong with Verizon this evening. Mine too. I had to use.
So you play from your side, right?
Yeah. When I first came in, it was funny. I had to switch before I was able to be on this.
Oh, okay.
So, because I use Verizon too, so I don't know what's going on with them. So, I'm sorry for apologies to the stream was all over the place sometimes.
I use China Mobile.
and I just was working fine. So that
Yeah, it happens. It happens. Yesterday it was
round
the
up-
same with me. Yeah.
when we be available, I think we should do a proper rivals watch.
Yeah,
soon.
rivals watch. Yeah.
A proper rivals watch very soon. So when you be available, so I want you to give our subscribers and our audience a commitment because we need you to be here for the rivals watch.
Yeah.
So I'll be here. Only me, Man U fan, against these two.
Oh, I'm the reasonable one among the United.
It's your choice of words sometimes. What do you mean you are the reasonable one? Am I
I'm
unreasonable?
the reasonable one. No. I'm not. I don't want controversy. I don't want controversy.
He just said he's the reasonable one. Have I been unreasonable to you? The Man U fan?
Yes.
How?
Yes.
Because
How?
I think I would need an ally. If I have an ally, then I will.
Oh, you have an ally in me. Don't worry.
Nah, I don't trust you. In that because that
Lord.
I will take better of you.
You forgotten that he's an Arsenal fan. He's an Arsenal fan.
I told you I'm the.
And he will have a sort of bullet in his arsenal to come at
In
me.
his
So,
canon. In that canon. There is a lot in that canon.
so
So shout out to you guys. Shout out to Efosa for being here.
Antonio is my striker.
who? Anthony. See, this young man here, he's scarred from the events of. He's already scarred. He's just like,
Oh,
why
Lord.
he can't think that we are actually
Yeah.
like for Antonio over Darwin Nunez. We were not.
Shout out to
just-
really.
just towards becoming.
Okay.
We were just being.
I can't wait for the season to commence. So then all this your mouth, all this your confidence in Antonio, we'll talk about it more properly, especially when the West Ham plays. So,
Antonio is on the verge of retiring from football, so it would be a bad comparison, you know.
really? He said-
Yes,
he said a few
Antonio was
years.
bought for like 5 or 10 million or something. We are talking about an 80 million striker. You understand? So compare him with who? Haaland. Because Haaland was bought for 60 something. And he has smashed all records.
Oh man.
So don't come and bully my Antonio here. Don't. I will not allow.
Very convenient. Very
Don't
convenient for me.
bully our Caribbean brother.
Very convenient. So shout out to Akin for
Antonio.
being here. Shout out to Fosa for being here, and shout out to Antonio for delivering the comedy sections. we appreciate it. So we'll be here tomorrow again, same time. Your last words, D1, and your last words. Our Ghanaian, watch your brother.
Yeah. For the love of football and Arsenal, we'll always be here and try and give you guys some nice content. And
Tomorrow, lest I forget, we'll be here to review the results of the match. I don't think I'll be able to do the watch along for the match. I'll be at work. So we'll be here to do the review of the result tomorrow for the match.
is it tomorrow?
That's not playing tomorrow.
They play tomorrow?
Tomorrow is Wednesday.
Oh, they're playing on Wednesday. So it's my Thursday. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you are already in Wednesday already, right? You already in Wednesday.
Yeah.
So
That's why I keep telling you, treat me well. Because I'll go to heaven before you.
that's what you wish. Oh, I supposed to say it's Thursday.
It's Thursday, so it will be my Friday actually.
It'll be on Friday. Okay, that's on Friday. Okay. Maybe I'll try and see if I can get some time off work for us to do watch along. I'll try, but I'm not promising anything. And let's see how it goes. So shout out to you, D1, your last words.
Yeah, it was a great one. I almost missed it because of work, but it was a great one, and I look forward to more interesting sessions like this.
Yeah, thank you for coming
So
through.
we are waiting. He asked you a question, you've not answered. He said, when are you coming on for the
Rivals Watch?
I will think about it, and then we'll have a conversation about it offline.
Okay,
Let's leave mouth watering for it.
Okay, that's great. So, guys, on your way out, if you're watching a playback or you are just you've been with us, make sure you stick a like on the video, guys. help us to grow this channel, help us to grow this community. So by liking the video, if you're not yet subscribed, make sure you subscribe and make sure your notification bells are turned on. So when we come on live, you can get those notifications on your phones, on your laptop, on your Android, and even your Nokia 33, whatever you're using. So thanks for coming through, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Sees the goalkeeper.